My life is not perfect, but it's a proof that we only succumb to defeat if we allow ourselves to be defeated.
Do all human beings have an equal shot to success? Or does it only happen to a chosen few? Today, we will be looking on how one public school teacher fought her way to success and how her story inspired many, if not all, who hear.
Nak, mga ona.
Wow, naka-placemat lagi taron ma.
Kay sosyal ang atong pagkaon, nak.
Unsa day na ma?
Mao ni gitawag og fish fillet del El Nino with unsalted or scaldo. Charan!
Ay, mama pud oy.
Pasensya na kanak ha, maura gid nay naabot nato. Pero akong paningkamutan nak nga makahuman gyud ka og eskwela. Kay mao nay pinakadako nga ikabili nako nimo.
Wala man gud ko nagreklamo ma.
Born without a silver spoon in the mouth, Chris struggled to earn her degree, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, major in mathematics. And despite hardships, she was able to graduate with flying colors in 1987 at Cebu State College, now called Cebu Normal University, cum laude. In the same year, she joined DepEd as a substitute teacher in Anunung Elementary School. A year after, she was transferred to Kansumandig in La Libertad. In both assignments, she had to walk kilometers of wide, steep, and unpaved roads.
Good morning mga langga.
Ma'am, ako'y dalas imong bag.
Ay ayaw lang langga, bugat man eh. Nya kamusta inyong mga assignment?
Okay ra!
Wow, very good. Nya ato na tas ng classroom.
In the year 1990, she was transferred closer to home. Her assignment in Hilaitan Elementary School gave way to one of the highlights in her career, as she was later appointed teacher in charge of Maniak Elementary School.
Kala ma'am, oy, nagkagwapa na dyan kaayo ka.
Salamat kayo dam salig jud ko nimo.
Sus, lahira dyan yung mahimutang school head sa Maniak, kay magka-blooming tagsamot, no?
Blessing jud kay tunad ako sa Ginoo nako, ma'am.
Kitag sa ma'am, ha? Uy, hala ma'am, di apa dyan taong ko'y tiliwasong usa. Pwede mo balik lang ka mga 10 minutes dagway. Sige, salamat!
Madam, kinsa di ay to siya?
Sus, ang anak taong tong tsababing o ninoy lindon, ma'am, uy, na-discuss siya.
Mao ba? Kaluoy sad sa iyang sitwasyon dam sa.
Sus, maulagi mo, dyan ang igidagatan ang taong aking bataan.
It was at that time when I got the validation for myself that I was indeed doing good in my profession, and that my efforts and sacrifices were finally starting to pay off. Of all the regular days that my motorcycle could have broken, it happened on that day. I kept on looking for someone to assist me, but nobody just seemed to care.
Nung nagka-problema jud ako ang motor, pwede ko magpakuyog patod sa kanoy abyong.
O sige tayo, dapat ko lang, lugar ko lang ako.
Sige nong, salamat.
Finally, one tricycle driver agreed to tow my motorcycle. Sus, nakaingon jud ko nga, ay, salamat Lord, mahuwasan na jud in town ko.
Chris was hopeful to seeing better days in her career until one fateful day.
Niadtong February 13, 2000, nakadungog ko og balita while on the way ko atong panahon na gikan ko sa palarong pang-rehiyon o regional meet nga nadisgrasya si Ma'am Chris. Mao to sa among kaso ni dikta gyud ko dayon sa ospital nga ako siya nga giadto kay katuo ko niya nga dili na ako siya maabtan nga buhi.
Sa dihang nahitabo siya, murag gikumot akong kasing-kasing. Ngud kay ingon man gud siya ni anak kabuutan og kaimportante sa akong kinabuhi. Mo to nga pagkahitabo niya daw ako po'y natugan sa kalibutan nga nakahibalo. Kay gikan man gud siya sa among balay atong higayuna.
Sa akong pagkakita niya, nalipay kog dako kay conscious ra siya. Unya mo to naka-decide mi nga amo siya dadon og Dumaguete. So pag abot mo dito sa medical center, doon ako dili gyud makalimtan nga istorya sa doktor sa iya nga pagkitabo.
And just like that, the doors that open opportunities for me suddenly closed shut.
She had to excuse herself from DepEd to recover. In the length of time that she had to rest, her love for teaching never faltered. After 8 long years, she finally mustered the courage to go back to her passion.
I had already spent fruitful years before I exited DepEd, but at that time, I had to swallow my pride and put all those years behind me. For I had to go back to square one. I had to undergo the same tedious process I went through when I first joined the service. But by God's grace, having ranked number 1 in the hiring, I was able to rejoin DepEd in 2009 and was assigned at Guihulngan South Central School.
Chris then pursued higher education, having completed her graduate studies and postgraduate studies.
I made it a point not to make my schooling a reason to make compromises in my duties as a teacher. In my doctoral studies, I have to leave on a Friday at 5:30 in the afternoon for Moalbo-al, Cebu to catch up my classes first hour in the morning the following day. And I made sure to be back on a Monday early in the morning to show up in class.
In the year 2016, she once again ranked number 1 and was promoted as head teacher. And a year after, she passed the principal's test. Since 2018 up to present, she has been serving as principal of Bulado Elementary School.
Pagina yan taon Inday, kay madagma ka.
I didn't feel sorry for myself, not at all. My life is not perfect, but it's a proof that we only succumb to defeat if we allow ourselves to be defeated. And not to boast, for a person like me who has to sit on a wheelchair for the rest of my years here on earth, the accomplishments that I have had are something that I could be proud of. With everything that I have gone through, I have learned that as we continue in each of our own unique journey, may we always understand that life would not be what it is if everything was just easy. I will always be grounded with the mantra that when the going gets tough, it's the tough that gets going. May we always have the drive to keep moving forward even if we get debilitated in the process. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Padayon lang ta, happy-happy lang, and always keep in mind the faith.
Her story is a shining example that whatever is destined for you will be yours, regardless of how many times you fall over the timeline of your success. Indeed, success happens to everyone. It's only a matter of when.